Hi, my name's Martin Scott. I'm a Principal Analyst at Analysys Mason, and I cover our video strategies and fixed broadband services research programs. In this short video, I'll be talking a little bit about operators' strategies for investing in original video content. So the first question is, should operators invest in original content? Well, the pressure is potentially mounting to do so. If you look at the combined investment of Amazon and Netflix, we're talking about $10 billion in the next financial year. Operators such as Telefonica have also made financial commitments. They've said they'll spend 70 million euros per year on original dramatic content. Now, content's a scale business, and the bigger you are as an organisation, the more you can potentially invest. I do think there are original content options available for all sizes of operator, however. For the largest, most financially secure players, premium sports is obviously one area to look at quite closely, along with original dramatic content. For mid-sized players, there are also options around live unscripted drama, for example. And even smaller single-country operators should not rule out the potential to look at innovative approaches to low-budget video content creation. There are also various different modes of investment that one can make rather than being the sole producer of content. So, what are the big trade-offs involved in original video content investment? Well, I've written a report about this quite recently. There are a few operators that could, for example, invest fully in-house in their own production studios, etc. Co-production, I think, is an underexplored opportunity for operators to look at for video investment. By co-production, I'm talking about partnerships with other organisations in other countries or with third-party producers, in which an operator might, say, take a 10% stake in the investment in a particular production in exchange for domestic distribution rights. For smaller operators, content output deals or partnerships with third-party content owners may be the way to go. Ultimately, I guess one of the big questions is, who will win in the race between OTT players and operators to invest more and more in content? Let's not underestimate the size of broadcaster investment here. Now, I mentioned earlier that Netflix and YouTube combined invested over $10 billion in original content in the last year. Well, the CEO of Molotov made a good point quite recently that if you look at the individual investment in specific content for specific markets, say the French market, Netflix has invested 300 million euros in French language content versus the combined French broadcasting industry investing 6 billion euros worth. So whilst the OTT players may be spending large amounts on English language and international content, at the local level it's a lot smaller, and there's a lot of local investment where operators can compete. Now, OTT players and operators are working to different sets of market constraints. OTT players tend to not have the same limitations on focusing on revenue and profitability, especially during an initial growth mode. They're potentially more interested in market cap and valuation. That means that they've got greater flexibility when it comes to investing in original content. This means that it's harder for operators to compete in terms of direct original content investment. So my single most important piece of advice to them, I think, is to build a flexible platform. Be able to unify all services, your own and third parties, into a single unified interface with universal search. I think that's the most robust and prudent approach to securing one's future in video and video content.